Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Franchise Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is Monday. Happy Monday. The day the Lord has made. Let us be glad in it. August 26th of 2024. And wow, amazingly, it is 4:44 in the PM. Yeah, I have got a photograph, now that I think about it, of Jay-Z, where he has a crown of thorns, so to speak, in his head. Yeah, let me show you that. Here's Jay-Z, who has Barack Obama on speed dial with the hollow eyes like no soul, but he has like this wreath, remind you of Christ, the crucifixion, the 444. Isn't that something? And the time I'm doing it right now is 444. Do you believe in coincidences? Because this video I'm about to bring to you, in part, is about Barack Obama, allegedly. 2 4s is 8, and then the remaining 4 is 4. So 84 is Barack Obama's birthday, August 4th. Wow, how fitting. So let's get to the news at hand. People, GOP representatives hold J13 forum to examine attempted assassination of Donald Trump. Many of you all might remember that Donald J. Trump, on July 13th, it was recorded that he was shot by a 20-year-old when he was in the middle of making a speech. And the world has not been the same. So just like the JFK had hearings back in the day, Trump has hearings as well. I need to Google that to see if there's any parallels, but be it as it may, they had hearings in Washington and also at the site where Trump was shot. Let's move forward. Listen.
The purpose of this hearing is to ensure that we have the ability to ask the questions that are necessary to get transparency on the attempted assassination of President Donald J. Trump in Butler, PA on July 13th. In this hearing, we will identify a lot of the actual failures, but I will be first to tell you that given the fact of the untimeliness and which point this has been conducted, you will see at this stage where I think that criminal gross negligence and purposeful intent will be indistinguishable.
Wow, listen to that again. That's deep.
Conducted. You will see at this stage where I think that criminal gross negligence and purposeful intent will be indistinguishable.
Man, did you guys see this hearing? Yeah, I had some errands to make and I heard about this. I'm like, wow, today of all days. I said, I gotta review that and check it out. A lot of heavyweights, Mr. Getz, Banjoey, from the former Secret Service guy back in the day who was on Rumble. A lot of heavyweight testifying in terms of this case. And yeah, a necessary thing to do, because Trump was right back out there, I believe, less than 10, maybe 11 days, back on the campaign trail. How do we move forward? Do we keep him in glass? Do we have enough designated people? Because of this hearing, people, they're saying that the coverage was malnourished. Whereas when it came down to the First Lady, who was in the area in Pennsylvania, guess what? She had enough Secret Service. So check this out.
Lawmakers are visiting the site of the Trump rally shooting. Let's listen in. A live event right now coming right to us.
I think it sent the right message to the American people that we weren't going to let politics get in the middle of this, that we were going to work together to get this done in a very quick and expeditious way, because it's so important, as the Congressman said before, to make sure everybody understands, whether they're candidates or voters alike, that the democratic process will not be undermined by violence. We're going to make sure we protect all candidates and voters, because we had a someone who came to the rally who died that day too. So we need to make sure that they're protected as well. So I thank my colleagues here for the outstanding job we've been doing so far to get this thing started quickly and the bipartisan approach we've taken so far. Thank you.
Yes, oh yes indeed, a bipartisan group, Republican and Democrat, and let's just say otherwise. They are at the scene. Is it a photo op? Or is it something that we might be able to look back on and say we got better? Or we look back on it and say, for worse. You know what I've been saying? I predicted they got him once. It's going to happen. It's going to happen again, people, because it's not only symbolic, but hey, it's not him. It's a dummy Trump, because they're going to take him out. The other one has been replaced or whisked away or whatever, but Satan to me is running both parties, and he's got falsehoods at the helm of both parties, leading us down this road of damnation en route to this one world system. What a time to be alive. That's just how I feel. We're all entitled to our opinion, but yeah, what do you think about Congress getting together, meeting at the place of the shooting in Pennsylvania, and they had the hearing in Washington, D.C., of which I'll show you, but did you know about it? How are your feelings before? And did this change your feelings afterwards? Did they have enough coverage? You know, like you, I scoured through and combed through the information. People, I really think there was enough. I just think strategically, there's no way in the world that boy should have been able to get to that roof. And there's no way in the world they shouldn't have had at least 2 helicopters checking out the area, because I went both to the DNC and the RNC conventions. Baby, I'm telling you, they can get down when it comes down to security. So I'm not trying to hear this excuse period. I'm really not, but I'm gonna keep over in mind, but I'm not trying to hear it, because they know how to get it done. They've been covering presidents for a mighty long time. Now let's move forward. We have Bongino, I mispronounced his name earlier, apologize. He testified as well at Trump Assassination Forum. The Dan Bongino Show will drop a special 2-hour podcast on Monday, August 26th. That's today, the first day of hearings for the House Republicans' independent investigation into the assassination attempt against former President Trump. Bongino, a former Secret Service agent, will be one of 3 to testify at the forum, along with Eric Prince, a former Navy SEAL officer, and Ben Schaefer, a Washington Regional SWAT operator. Bongino will record the special edition of his podcast from the Heritage Foundation, also the site for the forum. Many of you know Mr. Bongino. He used to be all over YouTube, and when things got a little critical, hint, hint, he changed over. But yeah, Mr. Patriot himself, trying to get it done, and he was called to testify, I'm assuming, or he raised enough holy hell, because a lot of people contacted him, and he's a voice out here, and that's a beautiful thing when we can be a voice and help our country, quote unquote, get it right. So let's view this here. Here is his testimony, literally his testimony.
Limited protection while you're seeing other details, beefed up substantially.
I think, and I don't think I put this out yet, but I'll put it out there now. When I was there, it was definitely not a political enterprise. It just wasn't. I never once, working for President Clinton, Bush, and Obama, had anyone even remotely implicate a political motive for any decision whatsoever. However, from the commentary directed at some of the agents in charge of the Donald Trump detail, which I have heard about, clearly, it appears that for the first time in American history, we have a Secret Service that is making decisions that may not be all political, but may have a political tinge to them. So what you're saying, I would love to say, Congressman, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. But I tell you with a pure heart, and I'm being absolutely candid. I have no skin in this game. I don't work there anymore. I am not their PR guy. I run my own business. I absolutely believe Donald Trump and an enhanced security posture he should have had would have made him look more presidential, would have facilitated the logistical operation of him traveling. I think they were concerned about optics and making him look like a big shot or whatever, word you want to throw out there. And they were making some of these decisions based purely on grade school level politics.
I don't want to believe that.
Wow. Did he go there? Did he go there? He went there. Woo! Wow. Okay. He went there. Now here's the other gentleman. He spoke as well. Let's get his take on it. Check it out.
The inability of the Secret Service or the U.S. government writ large to adjust, to learn a painful lesson from that failure and actually make concrete changes. Because again, the fact that a 20-year-old nearly killed Donald Trump, and the failure to adapt to even yesterday's technology, let alone tomorrow's. And when you see the step change of the ability to deliver precision fires at extended ranges, the lessons being learned on the battlefield of Ukraine, the ability for small units to deliver devastating precision fire onto any target, whether it's the White House, whether it's a motorcade, whether it's a president outside or even inside somewhere, is significant, and I don't think they have any idea what's coming at them.
And what Mr.
Wow. Can you say people have no faith in what's going on currently? This is not good. Do you think that a meeting like this, honestly, should have been public record right now? Or do you think they should have delayed this? As I'm listening to this again, because I did screen it, but it just hit my mind. Do you think this should have been released live? Or should it have been released, to the candidates, and that's it? I kind of think it should have been released later. I really do. And the number one reason is that we already have an imagery problem in terms of the instability, if you will, of Biden's state of mind. If we didn't, why did they press him, quote unquote, to give the torch to Kamala? During this uncertain time, I think during this uncertain time, it would have been best to keep this from the public and wait a few years and stitch this thing up. I don't think that we should really know everything. I'm the first one in line to say we should really know. But when it comes down to allies and when it comes down to just the overall complexion, how we look in front of other people, I think that it should. I mean, what do you think? I mean, the flip side is get it out there and repair it. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Tell me what you think. This just went through my mind. Now, of course, I put this up against the 5 C's. And I was kind of shocked because I didn't think a situation like this would even come close to the 5 C's. But hey, stranger things have happened. So let's look at this thing. Today's date is August 26th of 2024. The incident where Trump got shot is 7/13 of 2024. The difference is 44 days, people. Exactly 44 days ago, Trump was shot, and now they're having a hearing. Now, Barack Obama is the 44th president. Do you think that Barack being the 44th president, do you think this is a coincidence that this number is showing up? What do you think? I mean, and why? Then you have again, today's date, 8/26 of 2024, subtracted from Barack Obama's birthday, August 4th of 2024. The difference is 22. 22 days. Now, we've been talking about 22 for a while, because remember, Barack Obama got this V on his head. He's sweating a V, literally, in relation to this movie on YouTube titled I Pet Goat 2. Then seconds later, the American flag is shredded because something notorious, something bad is about to happen to America. And all throughout this thing, it has the lotus flower, you know, it has all types of symbolic things. Like I told you guys before, lotus flower means Kamala. Out of the lotus flower comes the sun god Ra. So something happens bad in sequence once Obama begins to sweat. So again, we got 22, y'all. Not good. Today's date, in relation to Barack Obama's birthday, the 2-2. Then check this out. We have the place that it took place in Pennsylvania. That's where the shooting took place. The statehood, it was founded on December 12th of 1787. December 12th. Well, of course, they got a birthday coming up on 12/12 of 2024. When you subtract that from today's hearing on August 26th of 2024, you get 3 months, 2 weeks, and 2 days. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. What? I mean, look, 322 is skull and bones. It's skull and bones. They say the secret society, the most notorious secret society. Was this an attempt on Trump's life? Why do these numbers speak? Look at that. Then look at this. His JFK assassination date of 11/22/1963. Why do I bring that up? Because Trump loves this man. I said he loves this man. I believe he emulates his administration after him, and his wife, Melania, dresses many times just like Jackie Kennedy. That's right. So check this out. When you take 11/22 and make the anniversary of 2024 of his assassination, subtract it from today's date, 8/26 of 2024, look at what you get, people. You get 88 days. 88 days. Now, why is that important? Why is that even significant? Why is it coincidence? Because Trump's number is 88. His text number is 88. Look at that. And 22, which is what? Bingo. V is the 22nd letter of the alphabet. Do you think this is all coincidence? Do you think? Now let me do something. I just want to do something. Every night I go off script. When was the hearing of JFK's assassination? Let me see. They had a hearing, right? Well, this is the Warren Commission. Lyndon B. Johnson, the hearing. What's that? November 29th, 1963. November 29th. See what we got. November 29th. Anything different here? November 29th. Is that 1963? 22186, nothing there. See if this thing be interesting. See if it's gonna speak to us. Sometime it does. Sometime these things do speak. Sometime they do. Nope, nothing there. But this is interesting, people. This is interesting. Because, you know, I predicted that, again, something's going to happen to Trump. Because it's us. It's all about us. Trump is us. It's symbolic because people want to know how we're going to get this train back on the track, right? And, hey, like I tell you guys the last few videos, it's not happening. They're not going to let it. The secret powers have been working behind the scenes from the beginning that we were established. And those of you all heard my broadcast last night, like I said, you check out former general, decorated soldier, Smedley Butler, who literally turned in big business, who was trying to do a coup to take over America back in the day. Google it. Colonel Smedley Butler. You don't think there's a plan now? Back big business, along with having the politicians in the back of their pocket, and they're coming on with this one world system? Something's going on. We're gonna look back on this video, people, And we're gonna look at the tragedy when it goes down and timestamp this video, because everything's in relation to numbers. I don't believe this is a coincidence. This is the realm that we're in. Numbers tell stories, and it's the most accurate thing I know is to go with the 5 C's. God speaks, and he will continue to speak because he wants his children not to get caught up in that moment when there's going to be people having a let's go crazy moment. Like Prince said in one of his records, it's coming. Be safe, keep your head on the swivel, and remember, Jesus loves you. And again, give me your opinion. Do you think they should have let this out to the public, or you think they should have waited? God bless you.